What number am I thinking? The answer is 7. But if you guessed 4, this video is for you. Just as I was getting ready, bottom of the deck, you know, the daylight's coming. The dark night is getting over. That's kind of maybe the theme of this thing. Oh, man. Okay. I got a new little angle. I put on my festive shirt, and I hope you like that. With my hair, I don't know if you can see it very well. I used my bedhead inspiration from yesterday to try to actually make it a little nice, fluffy. I don't know. We'll see how it happens. Okay. Before we get to these cards, though, a few things have been popping in my head. On my walk a couple days ago, there was some like litter on it's a nice little residential area. No litter, hardly ever, but there were these flyers, and the flyers that were laying there said, "Are you ready for change?" And I was like, oh baby, you know, like now that, you know, I'm doing this and I'm paying attention. I mean, I probably could pay more attention, but my attention was drawn to that, and I am now paying attention to where my attention is drawn. Does that make sense? So there was that, and then yesterday, on another walk, another part of the area, there was another thing on the ground, piece of litter, and it said, "Double your impact." So I was like, I don't know if those are for me or for you or for whatever, or for all of us. And then I've also been having a lot of New Orleans, like popping up in a movie or news or whatever, and it's just like, you know, I don't know anything about it, you know. So, and then this morning I was eyes closed, and this visualization came to me, and the first word in my head was birth. And it just looked like something, it didn't necessarily, it just something was coming through. And yeah, so I don't know, something's coming through, something's being born or anew or something. Okay. Good morning. I am Trip. This is Real Nature Trip. I don't have my cool poster. Hopefully the video shows a card or something, the thumbnail, so you know it's tarot, and I'll put tarot in the title. And yeah, and I'm here to do a reading for you. And I have no idea where we're heading with this. I have no idea, and I kind of like it that way, today at least. All right, let's see if I can get a good camera, get you nice and close, center me up. Wait, what do Whew, I just got seasick a little bit. All right, Spirit, please help me be a vessel to give information from you to them, to us, to we. Yeah, I don't even know which pronouns to use anymore these days. And for a good reason. Ooh, I just saw the Lovers. I know. Okay. Do I look like Magnum PI today? The Chariot. Man, I was saying, are you ready for change? Or I wasn't saying it. The flyers were saying, are you ready for change? And the Chariot pops up. Temperance pops up. Oh boy. And Ace of Pentacles. Oh man, how long has it been since we started to read this positive? It just feels, does anything feel unpositive about this? This is going with that change. It just feels like positive change is what it's telling us. But you have work to do. This is telling me you have work to do. You have to be the one to stay balanced. You have the one, look, she's got one foot in the water, one on land, head in the sky. I know she's balancing, you know, shadow and light. And I feel like these cups kind of represent that a little bit, or, you know, all the duality stuff represents that a little bit. But I also feel like she's alchemizing. Like maybe that's what we're seeing. She's making the change. This energy is it's change energy. It's positive change energy. This is change energy. And then the pentacles are money. That's change. Just okay. That's a stretch. That's a stretch. But I think it's reminding you that you've already got big gifts in you. But I also feel like big gifts are coming because this path caught my eye today. So it's something about big gifts. You're heading, this chariot is going to take you down a fruitful path. A fruitful path. I ate something with the word fruit in it yesterday. What was it? Ugh, not fruit salad. I'm on a pretty much whole foods diet, except for every once in a while. So if you can guess my fruit. Kiss my. All right, here we go. So this new change spirit, this path, this fruitful path. What are we talking about? Oh, let's cut the cards because I'm asking the question after I shuffle. All right. Justice. In some ways, it's all we, like, justice right now is feeling like you just want things to make sense, right? Like, if X happens, then Y, right? Like and it feels like you haven't been seeing that, like this occurrence happens and then other weird things occur, and it's just like, or things unequally, like they just don't match. You've been seeing a mismatch, but a match is coming. Like things are going to align. King of Wands. Queen of, what the heck? I tell you what, if you guessed anything else besides 4, this is for everybody. Holy cow, I hope. I don't know. Man, I can't have this be for a select few. I want this to be for all of us. How much more balanced can this energy be? You got a matched pair. A pair that matches, they're vibing, right? Ooh, that lighting is making my hair look amazing. Oh, a matched pair. Man, I saw lovers on the back. Oh, is this about finding, like solidifying, finding, renewing, birthing, moving toward a really balanced relationship? Like the energies match? I mean, hopefully they match. I mean, all those Shakespearean stories that, these guys are killing each other and doing whatever and sleeping with their brothers, and I don't know. But that's why I'm a little leery of thrones. But the way I see the royals in this deck, it's now, we're not on the earthly, like fighting our way to survive. We're now a little more, I don't want to use the word elevated because we're not talking about heights and things and no one's above anybody, but you're tapping into that spiritual side of you. You're at some point, you're now on that spiritual, like that's what's important. Is that the best way to say it? What's important, or where your energy goes, like, yeah. And you're being matched up. That's a match is coming that is a compatible energy. They say opposites attract. I know I just said this recently. Opposites attract and birds of a feather flock together, and those are whatever, but I think underlying all that is a matching energy, like your energy's on the same page. And when you're opposites, but you have the same energy, like you're just different, those can be fun and complementary. When you're the same and the energy's a match though, but you're the same on the outside, that could be just like a little fun union where you're just you know, just bopping along, blah, blah, blah. This looks fun. My energy is a little bit, speaking of energy, oh baby, strength card. Ooh, and opportunities. I'm feeling personally very much between the 2 of Wands and the 3 of Wands energy for myself. This kind of waiting out on the shore, and the 2's got the world in his hand, right? And he's just like, hey, all these opportunities, the whole world's open to me. Ba, ba, ba. I'm just, whenever I'm ready to go, boom. And the 3 of Wands, he's standing on a shore looking out, no world in his hands. And he's just kind of, I feel like he's waiting to see what opportunities are coming, you know? And I feel like I might be at a 2.5 of Wands. And instead of a whole earth in my hand, maybe just a town. I don't even know. My house in my hand. I'm curious to think, what card are you, like what energy of card are you vibing with or combo? But yeah, that popped in my head last night. All right, so this feels like a love reading, like or a partnership, definitely a partnership. But I saw the lovers, so yeah, but a mature partnership based on, not on your like, you know, fear and what you know, like what's gonna make me whole. Like these 2 people are already fully whole. Boom, boom. And when you put 2 wholes together, what do you have? You have an 8. An 8 is infinite. No, just, that's not right. I didn't shuffle at all. Fool on the bottom. Okay, I'm gonna flip the deck over because it was getting a little tired of being shuffled in one direction. So I flipped it, whatever that means to you. There goes the sun. I see it. It's on the bottom of the deck. Bright, bright, bright. King of Pentacles, or Knight of Pentacles. Death. And the 9 of Cups. Oh, man. Well, we're starting off with horses. So this is happening this year, right? The year of the horse. And he's not on fire, but he's warming up. This is definitely a warm horse. But something has definitely changed, or is changing, or is letting go, or is, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean. You know what I mean. And 9 of Cups, that's the one that's feeling a little interesting to me in this spread of 3. Ooh, did I just poetize? I want to read the 9 of Cups, even though I understand it's someone kind of fully coming into themselves and owning their, not just emotions, but like their continence. I don't know why that word came to my head, but all right. 9 of Cups. Cups are the first one. Be careful what you wish for, because you just might get it. Advantage, satisfaction, your wish will come true. So here's something, and on February 17th, so next week, I believe. What is the date today? I don't know. In a week or so, I'm gonna do a video about, like a little ceremonial video about the year of the fire horse starting, and about kind of like relinquishing the mental control of how things have to happen, of how it has to happen, and kind of letting go, like setting your intention, going forward, whatever, doing your thing, but not sorry, my lips felt juicy. I wasn't trying to hold my mouth. I just getting a little spit when I talk to blah, blah, blah. I just licked at my lip. Okay. But not like how it has to happen, just that it yeah, just letting it happen, and not trying to control the whatever. And I think you're it's why am I tongue tied? You're going to get where you want to get, but the path might be a little bit different or look different. And maybe it's saying this partnership, like this other person, this other energy, may not come in a package you recognize, right? Might look a little different. Because, and your eyes might be open to it now because you earlier closed off, you know, like based on early experiences, you're like, oh, well, my boyfriend in 9th grade or 10th, 11th grade, let's say 11th grade, because you're closer to being an adult, in 11th grade, and I thought we were whatever, but he was this. And so now I don't like people like this, you know, and that this had nothing to do with that, the way your relationship was, right? But you're just like, well, I've written off whatever. I don't even want to say it because I don't want to exclude any of us, and we all know what it feels like to be written off in one way or another. Oh, here we go. I don't know what's coming through me, but it's this awkward energy. It feels like, you know how sometimes you just feel like going, and there was a cartoon. Oh yeah, when Bugs Bunny would drink some like whiskey or something, and he would just be like, that's how I feel right now doing this. I didn't feel like this before, but you got me feeling whack-a-doodle in a good way. Ah, see, be careful what you wish for, because you just might get it. And this is somebody that's worked very hard on this and goes, oh, maybe this isn't what I wanted. Maybe what I thought. This is about a relationship coming to you because you're not like putting it in a box anymore. You're gonna flow and energy and whatever. Come on now. I'm not even gonna say it. I'm just gonna hold it up here for till 17:30, 29:30. You guys, that can't be more confirmation. Oh my gosh, you almost saw me drown. Confirmation, your throat clear. And the hangman in this. The hangman. So that's weird. It's weird. Okay, look at this action. I don't know if there's an actioneer card in this deck, right? A horse rearing on fire, although there's no wind because there's no resistance. No resistance. And these two are, you know, they're in it together. But on both sides of this big movement, oh, sorry, did I get too close to the camera? There it is. It's this calm and introspective. This guy is more a little bit more like, oh man, you know, because he put all this work in there. And so his head is down a little bit, like in contemplation, right? And kind of like, well, now what? You know, there's a little bit of this now what in you, but there's also this, you know what? We got this. Hey, there's that 4. You guessed 4, and you're watching this video. Oh man, and there it is. And so, but look at this guy's taking a pause, but he's so chill, and he's got the glow, like. It's all going to be taken care of, but they temper this strong movement. So it just going back to that, be careful what you wish for, right? And so maybe don't be so specific. Maybe just, you know, like, I don't know. Think about what your heart wants, not what your categories want necessarily. That being said, do not ignore some patterns, you know, like we know what we're talking about. So, yeah. Okay. So there is discernment to this. That's Why did it take me so long to see that? There is discernment to this hermit on the bottom. I keep looking at the bottoms. I'm checking out the bottoms. Discernment to this opening up to how it goes. So just because we're saying, Spirit saying, just because Spirit's saying, hey, you don't have to like paint the picture so hard that opportunity, whatever, that you miss this beautiful, balanced, I mean, who hasn't been wanting a balanced relationship, Whether that means that you're, do everything together equally or split duties based on who is what but both accepting, both understanding each other. Am I just building like my perfect relationship? Oh, I just saw the star go by. Bottom of the deck. Spirit. Wheel of Fortune. Okay, 8 of Swords in reverse. And this earthly hermit in reverse. This 5 of Cups in reverse. So 5 of Cups normally to me is, obviously they're in all black. They're not feeling good. And they're 60% of into their cups. They've spilled a lot. They've lived. It's tough. And they're looking down, not seeing, that there's a river going by. They could refill cups. I mean, if they liked it where they were and they just were sad about the cups, like there's a river, they could go refill them. So these 5 cups are pretty much infinite if that's where you're going to stay. And if that's not where you want to stay, there's a bridge, to go, up there in that castle. But I don't want to go to that castle. Do you want to go to that castle? It's gray. It's a gray sky. The brightest thing in here are the cups and the river. Water. Oh. Yeah, well, you have spilt cups. But in reverse, man, we're going to the book. The 8 of Swords in reverse is you're letting go of things you've made yourself held captive. You've captive. You know what I'm saying? You have made yourself captive with in your own mind. And these swords don't come from nowhere, right? I mean, they have input, but it's like we take a word that was said to us, around us, and we make it into a sword and contain ourselves within them. She's contained, she's trapped. But in reverse, what's the opposite of trapped? Right? Freeing your own mind. And I've said this before, like once it's upside down, these things, the weight of these things pulls them out and they just fall away. Yeah, it's kind of saying flip it. But I do want to read the 5 of Cups in reverse. 5 of Cups. Devil. Ace of Pentacles. Cup. 9. 6. 5. Relations. Yeah, this is I know relations could be either family, or it could be, I mean, anytime you're relating, but in the context of what we're doing here, I think it's a confirmation. Yeah, you don't have to worry. You're letting it go. It's your destiny to to let go. Like, watch what happens. Oh, isn't that easy? Yeah, and this is just saying, hey, this is confirming that we're talking about relationships. I'm trying to look cool. No, that's not cool. Okay, all right, a little bit more. I just feel like there's one last detail we're kind of wanting, right? Like, well, what color are their eyes? See, now let that go. Let that go. That's true. This us blue-eyed demons, we do people wrong, so be careful of us. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, the high priestess. I think, you know, she's so chill and balanced. If I could be somebody, if I could be an energy. Okay, Ace of Cups. We did it. Yeah, this is gonna fill your cup, baby. Ace of Swords. All that's left is the Ace of Wands, because we've got the Ace of Pentacles out there already. If this is the Ace of Wands, this is gonna be amazing. It isn't. I'll tell you what though, it's about coming together to build something, right? I feel like this might be the two of you. Because there's a masculine, feminine right here, and these are I feel like this is the, okay, I've said this before and people have been entertained by it. Like, this is the big hand giving you this gift, right? It's not something you find along the side of the road. This is what you were born with, or what you were God given. And one of you is, you know, here, and one of you's here. And like, I don't want to say stripped down, but like, you've expanded enough that the shields have fallen off. Like, if you're wearing armor and you just expand, all that armor is going to just pop right off, right? Let's take a second and expand to our sides laterally. Boom. Oh, I feel better. Let's expand in every direction and see if any kind of armor can hold on to us. Watch out. I don't know how to do it. All right, I'll work on it. Yeah, this is saying you're coming to meet or re-meet or revitalize, or two of you are both getting back to the core of yourselves, you know. And yeah, you've been getting to yourself, your true self, over the last, how, you know, this period of time where you're working on this. God, it's so vague. You know, if I was in an AP exam, that would get a 0. Excuse me. But yeah. And it's funny because I say coming together and everybody here is a little bit different. You know, one of these is more a thinker, more feeler, but hey, you know, one's more of a doer and one's more of a beer, and that is a balance. That goes back to old Justice. I should have known there was a balance coming around. Oh. I wonder if you know this person. I wonder if you know this person. Should I ask? We're at 28 minutes. I'll let you figure it out. Hey, I love you. I forgot to say it. I love you. I accept you for everything you are. And I'm so grateful that you came, and I'm so grateful that you lasted this long in the video. And if you guessed the number 5 and you're here, man, what a trailblazer pioneer you are. You know, what a rebel. Yeah. If you guessed 7, well, was that my number? I don't even remember. All right. I love you and goodbye.